You're listening to the American Democracy Minute, keeping your government by and for the people. We're in South Dakota today, where a new report issued by the bipartisan U.S. Commission on Civil Rights found that Native Americans still face barriers to voting, like distance to a polling place, gerrymandered districts, and confusing voter ID rules. The Commission's South Dakota Advisory Committee surveyed Native voters and found that most traveled long distances to vote in person or to drop off a mail-in ballot due to the lack of rural mail delivery. The committee recommended mobile voting centers, use of accessible Indian health centers and Veterans Affairs offices as polling locations, more drop boxes, and increases in U.S. Postal Service locations. By South Dakota law, voting materials may only appear in English. The advisory committee found that 11,000 tribal members spoke a native language at home, and language was a barrier for voting. It recommended repeal of South Dakota's English-only law, use of HAVA funds to provide alternative language materials, and additional poll worker education on the use of interpreters. The survey also found suspicion of non-native government, including during the voter registration process. Others surveyed noted the intimidating presence of law enforcement at polling places. The committee encouraged the South Dakota state government to pass a state version of the Native American Voting Rights Act, which could access federal funding to implement their recommendations and others. We have a link to the report at AmericanDemocracyMinute.org. I'm Brian Beal.